What if all of us in the world discovered that we were threatened by an power from outer space, from another planet? Wouldn't we all of a sudden find that we didn't have any differences between us at all?
Welcome to Working TV. I'm Libby Davies. If you believe that aircraft with secret government approval have been spraying noxious chemicals developed in U.S. military biological warfare laboratories on unsuspecting Canadians, would you be paranoid? Or if you yourself saw distinct plumes of chemtrails from this spraying, yet were told by Transport Canada that no such spraying was taking place, would you be delusional? You'd be absolutely correct, according to William Thomas, who has spent the last 14 months studying the chemtrails phenomenon. He's an award-winning journalist who recently wrote a book about the Gulf War syndrome. This is a strange cluster of illnesses, all linked to a deterioration of the autoimmune system suffered by troops who received anthrax immunization before being deployed in the Gulf War. It's a lot like the chemtrails syndrome. Perhaps Thomas is a fraud. Perhaps his photographs and videotape evidence are all fakes. We don't know for sure, and the mainstream media won't touch his story. Nevertheless, we're told that Project Censored USA, a respected media watchdog group, recently judged chemtrails to be one of the most underreported stories of the past year. So you be the judge. Here now is William Thomas on chemtrails.
My story really began on the battlefields of Kuwait, just after the Gulf War, just after liberation, when I entered that town and joined up with two other gentlemen in a Gulf Environmental Emergency Response team. And the three of us were the sole response to the biggest environmental disaster of modern time, including an oil slick 25 times bigger than Exxon Valdez, a slick that was later doubled in size by the oil rain falling out of that sky. We didn't see the sun our entire time in Kuwait. I was focused on the environmental aspects of that war, but when I came home from that conflict, I was very ill for a year. I had no functioning immune system. I would get the flu and it would linger for months and months and then return. And through a program of superb vitamin supplementation, Dr. Madsen here in this town, I was able to regain my health and my immune system. And when I heard from hundreds and hundreds of veterans about a strange illness they were calling Gulf War syndrome, I became very concerned as a journalist that, again, this was not being covered by the mainstream press. And in 12 months of going every news source from Rolling Stone and Mother Jones to the New York Times, I was turned down everywhere because the story was simply too hot. That story on Gulf War illness was eventually published by Monday Magazine in Victoria, and I went on to write a book called Bringing the War Home. And in that book I was able to show a photograph of a very tiny critter, about the tenth of the size of bacteria, called a mycoplasma, which Dr. Garth Nicholson and his wife Nancy, foremost microbiologists with reputations highly regarded throughout the world in their profession, has tracked Gulf War illness to this mycoplasma in the anthrax vaccines given to Canadian, American, Australian, and British soldiers. Many of them got sick even though they never deployed to the Gulf. And I concluded the book by saying the only good news is, with some 200,000 sick veterans in North America and their spouses and their children, at least the mycoplasma and these biological weapons are not loose among the public. I was wrong. So tonight we're going to have a look at what is really ailing us. We're going to have a look at what is happening in the skies overhead, and we're going to talk about what we can do about that.
From the earth. And when the earth, the water, the atmosphere is corrupted, then it will create its own reaction. Mother is reacting. In the Hopi prophecy, they say the storms and floods will become greater. To me, it's not a negative thing to know that there will be great changes. It's not negative. It's evolution. When you look at it as evolution, it's time. Nothing stays the same.
Yes. Question.